November 3rd, 2025. Dawn breaks, and a shocking headline flashes across the world. Saudi Arabia announces oil sales in Chinese yuan. Oil priced in US dollars was the cornerstone of American power. Now, that foundation is cracking. Wall Street reels, the Dow plummets. This isn't a military attack, but a challenge to America's economic dominance. De-dollarization, paradigm shift, terms now thrust into the mainstream. A key US ally signals a global realignment. The world is hedging its bets, seeking alternatives. For ordinary people, the message is unsettling. This fictional event exposes a real fear, the end of uncontested US supremacy. America's story has been one of relentless ascent. The strengths that built a nation can become its vulnerabilities. The headline is a wake-up call. The panic is about more than money. It's about confidence in America's ability to lead. For generations, the world relied on US dollars, protection, and innovation. This created a stable order. But what happens when that trust erodes? What if other nations build their own systems? The breaking news isn't the end. It's the dramatic opening of a new chapter. The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. America faces a test. Can it adapt, or will it falter? The global order is shifting, and the outcome is far from certain. The American century may be ending, but a new era is just beginning. The question is, who will lead it? The world holds its breath. The story is just beginning. History is littered with fallen empires, each convinced of its permanence, each proven wrong. Rome's legions ruled for centuries, but overexpansion, economic decay, and internal strife led to its slow unraveling. The Mongol Empire, once the largest in history, fractured from within after just a few generations. The British Empire's global dominance faded after 2 world wars and the rise of independence movements. These aren't just ancient stories, they're warnings. Empires rise, peak, and decline for similar reasons. Overextension, unsustainable debt, political stagnation, and the emergence of new rivals. Social cohesion erodes, and the very strengths that built the empire become its weaknesses. America's reflection is clear in these stories. The same forces that toppled Rome, the Mongols, and the British are at play today. Overreaching military commitments, mounting debt, and internal division are familiar patterns. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes. The lesson is simple. No power is immune to decline. The question is whether America will heed these warnings or repeat the mistakes of the past. The fate of empires is not sealed by enemies abroad, but by choices made at home. The cycle of rise and fall is relentless. America stands at a familiar crossroads. Will it adapt or become another cautionary tale? The world is watching. The echoes of history grow louder. The next chapter is unwritten. The choice is America's to make. The stakes could not be higher. The clock is ticking. As of today, the United States remains the world's preeminent superpower, militarily, technologically, and culturally. But beneath the surface, cracks are showing. Political polarization is deepening. Economic inequality is widening. Trust in institutions is eroding. Allies question America's reliability, while rivals like China challenge its influence. The post-war order, built by the US, now enables new competitors to rise. America is both powerful and vulnerable, its strengths undermined by internal problems. The world it shaped is now more complex and contested. The confidence that once defined the nation is tempered by anxiety and doubt. America stands at a crossroads. Adapt to a changing world or risk decline. The choices made now will determine its future. Will it renew its strengths or follow the path of empires past? The stakes are global. The world waits for America's answer. The moment is critical. The future is uncertain. The decision is now. Imperial decline is rarely sudden. It's a slow, creeping process. Like a ship taking on water, the danger grows gradually, often unnoticed. Rome's fall took generations. Economic erosion, political decay, and demographic shifts hollowed it out long before collapse. Britain's decline was a long descent, accelerated by world wars, but rooted in earlier challenges. The danger of decline is its subtlety. Problems accumulate quietly until they become overwhelming. Each issue, rising debt, political division, lost industry, seems manageable alone, but together they form a pattern. For America, the threat isn't sudden catastrophe, but steady erosion. Recognizing the process is the first step to reversing it. The challenge is to act before it's too late. Decline is not inevitable, but denial is fatal. The lesson vigilance and adaptation are essential. The clock is always ticking. The future depends on awareness and action. The time to act is now. As America faces internal challenges, China rises as a formidable competitor. In 4 decades, China has become the world's second-largest economy, lifting hundreds of millions from poverty. No longer just a factory, China leads in AI, green energy, and e-commerce. Its economic power is its main tool. China is now the top trading partner for most nations, including US allies. Beijing is setting global standards in technology and building its own international institutions. China's model, state-led development, appeals to many developing countries. The Belt and Road Initiative expands its influence across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. China isn't seeking to overthrow the world order overnight, but to reshape it from within. For the first time in decades, America faces a true peer competitor. The contest is over. Who will set the rules for the 21st century? Democracy and free markets, or authoritarian capitalism and state control? The outcome will define the era. The US-China relationship is the defining story of our time. The world is watching. The stakes are global. The future hangs in the balance. Maintaining empire is expensive, and America's national debt has soared to over $35 trillion. Servicing this debt crowds out investment in growth and innovation. The US depends on foreign creditors, especially China and Japan, to finance its deficits. This creates vulnerability. If these nations stop buying US debt, a financial crisis could erupt. The dollar's status as the world's reserve currency has been a cornerstone of American power, but that privilege is eroding. As rivals grow and tensions rise, countries seek alternatives to the dollar. Digital currencies and the Chinese yuan are gaining ground. The loss of dollar dominance would be a major blow to US influence. History shows, empires that become deeply indebted to rivals lose control of their destiny. America's financial predicament is not just economic, it's a matter of national security. The warning signs are clear. The time to act is now. The future of American power depends on restoring fiscal health. The world is watching. The stakes are existential. America projects power through unmatched military might, hundreds of bases, a global navy, and the world's strongest armed forces. But is military force the best tool for influence in the 21st century? China's strategy is different: economic statecraft. The Belt and Road Initiative builds infrastructure and relationships across continents. China offers loans and development, creating new markets and political leverage. Many nations find China's approach more attractive than lectures on democracy. Economic partnerships translate into diplomatic support for Beijing. While the US spends trillions on wars, China invests in global infrastructure. America plays chess with military pieces. China plays Go, encircling with economic influence. The contrast is stark. Military power is essential, but economic influence is often more effective. The world is choosing sides. The game has changed. America's greatest threat may come from within. Political polarization is at historic highs. Compromise is rare. Economic inequality has fractured the American dream. Social media amplifies division, eroding shared identity. Trust in government, media, and institutions has collapsed. A nation divided cannot lead the world. Internal decay makes America brittle and less resilient. History shows empires fall when torn by internal strife. Before confronting external rivals, America must heal its own divisions. The path to renewal begins at home. Unity is essential for global leadership. The world is watching. The time to heal is now. History is not destiny. America's future is unwritten. The nation has immense strengths and a record of overcoming crises. Now, it faces a choice between two paths. One path, resist change, cling to dominance, risk conflict, and decline. The other, adapt, renew at home, accept a multipolar world, and lead through cooperation. The first path risks a new Cold War, or worse. The second path offers a chance to shape the future, not be shaped by it. The choice will define the century. Will America manage its transition gracefully or fight the tides of history? The answer depends on its leaders and its people. The world is watching, holding its breath. The decisions made now will shape generations to come. The stakes are global. The moment is historic. Which path will America choose?